Today, we're going to look at solving inequalities. So when you solve an inequality, it's the same as when you solve an equation. Your steps are the same. Step 1 is you'll distribute if necessary. Step 2, you'll combine like terms. Step 3, you'll move the variable. And then step 4 is you solve. So looking at example 1, first I distribute. There's no parentheses, so I don't need to do that. Step 2 is combine like terms. So just pretend that inequality symbol is like an equals. You'll look at the left, nothing to combine. You'll look at the right, nothing to combine. Step 3, move the variable to one side. Well, if you look, there's no variable over there. It's already on one side. So step 4 is you solve. It's a two-step equation. You have a -9, so you're going to add 9 to both sides. Bring down your 3x. -9 plus 9 cancels out. Bring down your symbol. 9 plus 9 is 18. Then you divide by the number in front of the x. 3's cancel out. Bring down your x. Bring down your symbol. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then you rewrite it. You want your solution to always be x first. So luckily our question's already like that, or our answer. X is less than 6. So to graph the solution, you want 3 numbers, one bigger, one smaller. So we have 5, 6, 7. The symbol is less than, so it's an open circle. The open circle at 6. And x is less than 6, so then you'll draw your arrow to the left. We want all the numbers that are less than 6. Looking at number 2, my first step, distribute. There's a set of parentheses, so I'm going to draw my arrows, draw my line. -25 is on the left. Bring down my symbol, distribute. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2n is plus 10n. Step 2 is combine like terms. Looking at the left, there's nothing to combine. Looking at the right, nothing to combine. Step 3, move the variable to one side. Here's my variable. It's already on one side, so nothing to do. Step 4 is solve. So I have a 5 here, so I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. -25 minus 5, be sure and use your calculator because that's -30. Bring down your symbol. 5 minus 5 is 0. Bring down your positive 10n. Then you're going to divide both sides by the number in front of the n. -30 divided by 10 is -3. Bring down your symbol. 10's cancel out. It's n. So I always want my variable to go first, so I'm going to end up having to flip it. N, looking here, if you remember from middle school, maybe they called it the alligator. Your alligator is eating the n, so you want it to stay the same. -3. So my numbers around -3 are -4, -3, -2. N is greater than -3. It's also an open circle at -3. If n's are greater than, you need to go towards your positive numbers. That's to the right on your number line. Because -2 is greater than -3. Looking at example 4, step 1 is to distribute. There's no parentheses, so nothing to distribute. Step 2 is combine like terms. Looking on the left, there's nothing to combine. Looking on the right, my like terms, I have a -18 plus 4. So if I bring down my 46, bring down my symbol, -18 plus 4 is -14 minus 5d. Step 3, move the variable to one side. Here's my variable. It's already on one side. Step 4 is solve. Here's my variable d. I'm trying to get it by itself. There's a negative 14. So I'm going to add 14 to both sides. 46 plus 14 is 60. 14's cancel out, bring down negative 5d. You want to divide both sides by negative 5. 60 divided by negative 5 is negative 12. Keep in mind, when you divide by a negative, you have to flip the symbol. So now instead of being less than or equal to, it's going to be greater than or equal to d. So I want my d to go first, my variable. The pointy end is towards the d, so the pointy end stays towards the d with the symbol under, or with the line underneath it. Negative 12. D is less than or equal to negative 12. Because it's less than or equal to, it's a circle that's shaded. All right, a circle that's shaded. So I have negative 12, my numbers on either side, negative 13, negative 12, negative 11. It's going to be a closed circle at negative 12. D is less than or equal to negative 12, so numbers that are smaller are going to be towards negative 13. Last but not least, example 4. My first step is to distribute. Here's the number in front of the parentheses, so I'm going to distribute the 10. 10 times y is 10y. 10 times negative 6 is negative 60. Bring down my plus y, bring down my symbol, negative 38. Go ahead and draw your line. Step 1 was to distribute. Step 2 is combine like terms. Looking at the left-hand side, I have a 10y plus y. It's a 1 in front of there, so 10 plus 1 is 11y. Bring down my minus 60. Bring down my symbol, negative 38. Move the variable to one side. That's already done. Y is only on one side of the equation. So then solve. So add 60 to both sides. These are steps we've already been practicing. Bring down your 11y. The 60s cancel out. Bring down your symbol. Negative 38 plus 60 is going to be a positive 22. Divide both sides by the number in front of the y. We get that y is less than or equal to 2. I did not divide by a negative, so my symbol stays the same. It's already on the left-hand side, so y is less than or equal to 2. If we draw our solution, we have 1, 2, 3. It's a less than or equal to, so my circle has to be closed in at 2. My y's are less than or equal to. 1 is less than or equal to 2. So my arrow will go towards the smaller numbers.